And good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Lone Peak Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, presented by Heinemann and Associates. Get a free consultation by calling 801-472-7742 or go to utah.law to find the office nearest you. It is the second round of the 6A state basketball tournament. As we got the 7-10 matchup as the 10 seed. Lone Peak Knights take on the 7 seed in the Riverton Silverwolves. A pleasant Friday evening to you all. Matt Coma joining you here from Riverton High as we get set for this matchup between the Knights and the Silverwolves. First meeting between these two schools since 2017. And it should be a fun one here between the Knights and the Silverwolves. We're just moments away from announcing our starting lineups. First for the Lone Peak Knights, taking a look at the season as a whole for them. It's been a roller coaster for the Knights. 11-11 on the season, 5-5 in Region 3 this year. Got it started pretty well with a 5-2 record to start the year. Went out to California for a tough road trip tournament around the holidays, but came back, had a 5-5 record in a tough Region 3. Of course, getting that win against Lehigh last week, building momentum into the tournament, looking to get their 10th state title in program history. That would move them into a tie for 4th overall in the state if they can accomplish that task at the end of the season. To do that, they'll have to get through the home team tonight in the Riverton Silverwolves. They have had a banner campaign starting the season 12-1 before entering region play, and we all know what happens in Region 2. They finished 4-6 in Region 2 play. Of course, that region having Corner Canyon as well as others in that stacked region here in 6A. Harriman had a great season as well. As the Silverwolves 4-6 in Region 2 play, trying to get to the quarterfinals for the first time since 2019. And looking for that first state title in program history. As you see, the Silverwolves about to be announced on the floor. As they're being announced, we'll talk about the starting lineups for tonight's contest. We'll start with the team that's being introduced for the home team, Riverton. Starting lineup tonight will be number 1, Evan Barrett, number 5, Ben Barris, number 12, Caden Allred, number 32, wearing 32 tonight is Zach Edwards. Normally wears 23. He'll wear 32 tonight. And then rounding out the starting 5 is number 50, Christian Henniger. For the Lone Peak Knights tonight, starting 5 looks like this. It's Seth Haskin wearing number 13 tonight. Number 24, Tom Kramer. Number 30, Jackson Taylor. Number 40, Chamberlain Burgess. And number 44, Logan Belcher. Mentioned it is the first meeting of these two teams since 2017. This all-time season series has been dominated by Lone Peak. They lead the overall all-time series 13-1. That one win for Riverton coming back in 2015 here on this floor. As the Silverwolves looking to get into the quarterfinals with a win tonight. Lone Peak trying to get back to the Huntsman Center after making the semifinals a season ago. Lone Peak's in the black uniforms tonight. They move left to right on your screen for our opening quarter. Riverton's in the home whites, moving right to left as we are underway with Lone Peak winning the opening tip-off. Logan Belcher gives to the far side for Kramer. Back top to Belcher. Far side, Chamberlain Burgess looking to drive. Spins, pulls up the dribble. Kicks it near side for Jackson Taylor. Knights reset. Burgess working on the far side. Fadeaway jumpers, just a little short. Ball still loose and corralled by number 12. That's Caden Allred. Riverton coming into tonight's contest averaging 63 points a game, giving up just under 62. Both these teams pretty even in the points for and points against on the season. As the Silverwolves met in a double team up top, kick it to the corner where we have a corner 3. That shot no good. Rebound Burgess. And back come the Knights ahead to Haskett. Kicks it back out and the Knights reset. 1 minute gone here in our opening quarter. Still no score between the Knights and Silverwolves. Near side to Belcher. Kicks it up top. Looking to drive, floated shot is good. First points of the night belong to Jackson Taylor. And it's 2-0 Lone Peak. Looking to press it is Ben Barris. That shot no good. Burgess applying the pressure. Rebound Belcher, and back come the Knights. Taylor on the far side, settles things down for Lone Peak. Near side Haskett. Taylor deep three, and he connects. A 5-0 run by Jackson Taylor starts things off here in the first quarter. It's 5-0 Lone Peak. Riverton still looking for their first points of the night. Another double team up top, able to get rid of it. Edwards leaves it. Gets it right back down low in the post. Now kicks it out near side. Barris for three. That one no good. Rebound Burgess. Outlet pass. Stolen away by Riverton. Here comes Allred. Allred looks to drive. Takes a bump. Kicks it down low. Backing down. Edwards off the glass for two. Riverton able to answer. Make it a 3-point game. 2.5 minutes gone here. Kramer loses the dribble, and it's a traveling violation. First turnover to the night. Well, it looks like they may have called it as an offensive foul. Instead, it looked like it was a travel. And they do call it's going to be the foul on Kramer. So that is an offensive foul for Tom Kramer. That'll be his first of the night for Lone Peak. With 5:26 and counting here in our opening quarter. 5-2 your score. Pass inside for Henninger. Kicks it back out. Barrett. A lot. Pressure up top. Burgess commits the foul. That'll be the second on Lone Peak. First for Burgess. As Evan Barrett was trying to get around the tough forward for Lone Peak. Riverton will inbound here on the near side. Lob it into Henninger. Kicks it out. Ben Barris looks to drive inside. Haskett on him. Kicks it out. Far side Allred. Back out top. Now Barrett. Crossover move. Comes center. Another double team. Able to kick it down low. And there's last touch by Lone Peak, so stay with Riverton. 19 on the shot clock. 4:58 to go in our opening quarter. It'll be Barrett to inbound for Riverton here. Lob it out to Henninger. Zach Edwards pulls up the dribble. Kicks it up top. Allred pulls up for three. That one's going to be short. Riverton trying to save it. Ball still loose. And we'll see what the call is. It might be another foul here on Lone Peak. And it is. It's on Seth Haskett this time. So 3 quick fouls here for Lone Peak. Riverton will be in the bonus after the next foul as Christian Henninger checks out. Coming in is Vaughn Johnson. He kicks it down low inside. Ben Barris gets the 2 to go. 5-4 now the score. 5-0 run, and that's going to be off of Kramer out of bounds. And it's Riverton ball. Second turnover here early for Lone Peak. The Silverwolves trying to snap a 4-game losing skid to the Knights. Down by 1 here early. It was 5-0 Lone Peak. Last 4 points belong to Riverton. Near side Edwards, cross-court pass. Driving inside is Barris. Mid-range jumper, too strong. Rebound corralled by Jackson Taylor. Taylor brings it in the front court. Nice setup, nice pass inside. Haskett kicks it back out, stolen away by Barris. Barris up ahead, Edwards can't hold on to it. Able to throw it back out and save it though. Barris on the far side, kicks it out to Johnson, looks to drive. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Johnson. That was Jackson Taylor drawing the charge. And that'll be the first foul tonight on Riverton. A couple of substitutions for both teams. Ike Staley in for Lone Peak. Jackson Belcher takes a seat. Tom Kramer, near side. Looks to drive inside on that Riverton defense. Kicks it back out to Haskett. Haskett looking for options. Kicks it back up top, Staley. 15 on the shot clock. Taylor. He's going to pull up for another deep three. He's got two. The second deep three for Jackson Taylor. He's got all 8 points here in the first quarter for Lone Peak. Near side, pass to Barris. Now down low, Johnson. Kicks it back up top, Allred. Walks inside, throws up a circus shot, almost got it to go as he goes hard to the deck. Ball goes out of bounds, it'll stay with Riverton. Allred able to get back up. As number 24, that's Riker Karikas, will check in. Allred will check out after taking that fall. Looking glad he's able to get back up. Hopefully see him back here in this one shortly. 2:52 to play here in our first quarter. 8-4 is your score. As Riverton looking to answer that last three from Taylor. Driving is Barrett. Just inside the free throw line. Can't get the bounce to go. Rebound Burgess. Ahead come the Knights. Tom Kramer. Pulls up, gives it to Haskett. Haskett off the screen. Nice pass inside. Taylor can't get it to go. Rebound Riverton. Back they come the other way. Barrett. Met by pressure in the corner. Kicks it back out Johnson. Round it goes. Karikas. Inside Edwards. And that's another offensive foul. This one on Edwards. Second team foul for Riverton. As the Knights able to draw 2 charges here in the first quarter. 2:15 to go. 8-4 still your score. Lone Peak with a 4-point lead here. Kramer gives it to Taylor. Back out to Kramer. Taylor's got all the points so far as a swipe by Riverton causes a turnover. Barrett the other way. Floater shot. Too strong. Rebound still loose. Picked up by the Silverwolves. Barrett in the corner. Timeout Riverton. As Barrett makes it a 1-point game. We'll step aside and be back. 8-7 your score here in the first quarter. Welcome back. 1:46 to play here in our opening quarter. Second round of the 6A state basketball tournament. Winner moves on to the quarterfinals and moves on to the Huntsman Center for a date with either Lehigh or Mountain Ridge on Monday night, or Monday afternoon, I should say. Both these teams would play at the 12:50 time slot up at the Huntsman Center on Monday. So we're back underway. Evan Barrett coming up with that three to make it a 1-point game. It's been back and forth as Ike Staley wide open for three. That one just a little short. Rebound is tied up. It'll be a jump ball. And possession goes to the Silverwolves. So Riverton takes over with 1:31 to play here in quarter number 1. Riverton still has not led in this contest. As Barrett kicks it ahead. Looking to drive. Cross-court pass in the corner for three. No good. Staley with the rebound. Kramer. Kicks it near side Taylor. Taylor looks to drive inside. Nice pass for Burgess. Up and under. Shot no good. Rebound Johnson can't corral it. Burgess gets it back and stolen away by Riverton. Barrett slows it down for Riverton. He'll pull up for another three. That one just short. Rebound Staley. Knights the other way. Staley pulls up the dribble, kicks it back out for Kramer. 43 seconds to go. Here in the corner, pass inside. Burgess is met there by Johnson. That'll be Johnson's second foul. It'll be the third on Riverton here in the quarter. That'll be 2 fouls on Johnson, so he'll have to check out, most likely. Actually, it'll be Edwards that checks out. Allred's back in as well. Barrett checks out. Lone Peak will inbound the ball. Haskett. New shot clock here for the Knights. 2 second difference between the shot and game clock. As they continue to move it around the horn here. The Knights haven't really found anything inside the paint. As they'll slow things down here. Shot clock down to 15. Game clock now down to 15. As mentioned, 3 second difference. Lone Peak going to drain this clock as much as they can. Kramer drives high off the glass and counted for 2. 3 seconds, 2 wide open down low for 2 is Karikas, and that ends quarter number 1. It's been back and forth between these two schools, a spot in the quarterfinals on the line. After 1, it's the Lone Peak Knights 10 and the Riverton Silverwolves 9. You're watching Lone Peak basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, presented by Heinemann and Associates. Getting ready to start quarter number 2 here between Lone Peak and Riverton, the 10-7 matchup here in the 6A tournament. 10-9 your score with the Lone Peak Knights ahead after quarter number 1. Jackson Taylor leading all scorers with 8 points in quarter number 1. Tom Kramer, the only other Lone Peak Knight to score. He's got the ball right now for Lone Peak. Evan Barrett, the leading scorer for Riverton with only 3 points to lead the way for the Silverwolves. 4 different scorers for Riverton so far tonight. As Kramer loses the handle on it, ahead it comes. Karikas looking for 2 more, no good. Putback's good by Johnson. And Riverton with their first lead of the night, 11-10 with 7.5 to go to halftime. Burgess looking to answer, met by a double team, kicks it out to the corner for 3, too strong. Rebound still loose, Staley gets a piece of it, his shot no good. Second chance is good. Seth Haskett and the foul. Able to get it back on the second chance, or third chance, I should say. And he'll go to the line to shoot 1 here. With 7:14 to go. Foul is on number 34 for the Silverwolves. As the Silverwolves looking to answer as Haskett gets the free throw to go. Allred at the top, gives it far side, gets it right back. Pulls up the dribble, lost the handle on it, now being pressured by Kramer, able to find Henninger. Johnson, shot clock down to 4, Riverton's got to hurry, floated shot's good. Vaughn Johnson gets the floater shot to go, and Riverton back in front, or ties the game at 13. 6.5 to play. Staley on the far side. Up top to Burgess. He'll spot up for 3. Too strong. Rebound Henninger. Gives it to Allred. Allred open near side. For 3, he's got it. Caden Allred's first points tonight, as he is the 6th different scorer for Riverton here in this one. So Silverwolves take a 3-point lead. Staley looking to answer. Too strong. Ball loose. Taylor's got it. Met by a triple team. Able to kick it out for Kramer. Too strong as well. Ball still loose. Lone Peak able to hustle to the ball. They draw the foul. That's going to be on Karikas. That'll be his first. Second for Riverton. Is checking back in is Ben Barris for Riverton. And we get a timeout by the Knights. We'll step aside with 5:50 to play here in our second quarter. It's Riverton with a 16-13 lead. Welcome back. 5:50 to play. Till halftime here at Riverton High. A full student section on the far side, as you saw on your screen there. All dressed in white tonight for Riverton. Thanks, Mike, for showing that. As we get ready to go back underway, Riverton with a 3-point lead. Knights looking to answer. Kramer no good. Burgess no good. Rebound back to the Silverwolves. Allred near side. Brings it into the front court. Gives it to Henninger. Now Barris Kicks it back out. Open three. Good. Vaughn Johnson with 7 points in the first half now, as it's the largest lead of the night for Riverton. 6-point lead. Kramer had to pull up, gives it out to Haskett. The Knights look to answer here. Up top, Belcher. Around the horn it goes to Kramer, far side. Down low, Burgess. Johnson on him. Cross court, pass stolen away. Barris in the passing lane. Fourth turnover for Lone Peak in this game tonight. The Silverwolves looking to add to the lead here. Ball deflected, goes off the official and stays in bounds. Good awareness from Belcher to keep that in as Burgess inside, can't get the flush to go, and a foul is called. It's going to be on Belcher. That'll be his first, as Burgess just could not get the flush to go. That'll be the first on Lone Peak this quarter. Couple substitutions for both teams. As Riverton looks to inbound. Lone Peak with a little bit of a press going, trying to trap. Unsuccessful as it comes near side. Barris inside, has swatted away, but a foul is called. Let's see who it's on. It's going to be on number 15. It'll be Ty Cogswell, his first, and that'll send Ben Barris to the line. First Silverwolves to reach the charity stripe tonight. So he'll shoot the first free throws here for Riverton. First free throws up and good. Ben Barris, the 6'5" senior, leading scorer for this Riverton squad. 14.5 points a game in the regular season. Can't get both to go. As the Knights come back the other way, 20-13, 7-point lead here for Riverton as we reach halfway in the quarter. Driving inside and swatted away by Henninger. And we get a... And they'll reset the shot, the game clock to 21. And I think they reset the shot clock after the block. Haskett checks out, Taylor back in. As Taylor's been most of the offense here for Lone Peak tonight. Here he kicks it out, up top. Fotheringham for three, that one no good. Rebound Barris. Cross court to Barrett. Gets a screen from Henninger. Brings it back out. 3:52 to go. Looking to drive. Edwards gets it to go. And the Silverwolves continue to add to the lead. It's a 9-point lead now for the home team. The Knights have gone cold over the last couple of minutes. Only 3 points in the quarter so far. Burgess looking to change that, can't get it to go at the rim again. There's a spin from Barris. Nice pass inside for Edwards, scoop under for two. Timeout Lone Peak. It's all Riverton. Here in the second quarter, they jump out to an 11-point lead. We'll be right back. Welcome back, 3:18 to play here in our second quarter, 24-13. As Riverton has pulled away from the Knights here in the second quarter. A quick reminder, we want to thank our sponsors tonight. One of our games sponsors tonight is Igloo Outfitters. Worried by rain, snow, or terrible cold when watching your favorite team? Get in an Igloo by Igloo Outfitters and worry no more. Go to igloooutfitters.com and enter the code REWIND for $20 off. As we're back underway, it's been all Riverton in this quarter. 15-3 so far in the second frame. Belcher trying to get something down low. Lost the handle on it. And it looks like we'll get a tie-up. It is a jump ball, and it's going to go back to the Silverwolves. The Knights just can't get anything going down low. As the arrow will switch sides, it'll be back to Riverton looking to add to this lead. Barrett brings it up top, resets for Riverton. Far side, Allred. Allred up top to Edwards. Spins in the lane, had it swatted away, picked up by Kramer. First turnover of the night for Riverton. As now Kramer looks to drive inside, kicks it out. Round the horn it goes, but an errant pass. This should be a backcourt violation, and it is. As that pass just went too far behind, it'll be Riverton ball. That'll be the 5th turnover for Lone Peak tonight. 2:24 to go here in the quarter. It'll be Riverton ball underneath the Lone Peak basket. Couple substitutions, nice pass inside, and Edwards with 2 more. He's got 8 in the half. 6 in the quarter. The lead continues to grow here for Riverton. Screen for Kramer, he gets 2 to go. And a much needed bucket here for Lone Peak. As we get a stoppage. Reset here with 2:02 to go, so that snaps the scoring drought for Lone Peak. They had a 3 early, but hadn't scored in about 5 minutes at a time. Able to dig into that lead, and we get a foul on Burgess. That'll be his second. As Barris is trying to get around. That's the 3rd on Lone Peak. Both teams, just 1 to give for Lone Peak, 2 for Riverton. The Silverwolves inbound, up top Barrett. Looks to drive on Burgess, crossover move, but swatted away by Chamberlain Burgess. And it's last touched by Riverton, it'll be a turnover. As Chamberlain Burgess able to get the block. It was last touched by Barrett. So see if that adds some momentum here. And a quick foul by Allred. That'll be Allred's first. 3rd for Riverton this quarter. So both teams now with 1 to give before either team will shoot free throws. As they check it inbounds. Enoch Mitchell out there for the first time tonight for Lone Peak. Kramer set things up with 90 seconds to go to halftime. Lone Peak trying to cut that lead down. It's a pass inside. Staley can't get the rebound to go. Burgess just missed it. And a foul is called down low. The shot won't count. And it'll be Kramer that'll shoot 2 here. That'll be on Edwards. It'll be his second. And we'll see Tom Kramer. First free throw's up and good. First time on the line tonight for Kramer. Leads the team in scoring for Lone Peak with 14.5 points in the regular season. Haskett checks in for Staley. As we'll get free throw number 2 here. Knights trying to cut it to single digits here as he gets both to go. That makes it a 9-point game coming up on the final minute of our second quarter. The Knights with a little 5-0 run here to try and get back in it. It's Allred, pulls it up, gives it to Barrett. Looks to drive inside, kicks it out, quarter. 3's a little too strong. Ball still loose and out of bounds. It'll go to the Knights. 55.6 to go. Knights ball ready with a substitution. Edwards will check out. Christian Henninger back in for the Silverwolves. Let's see if the Knights can get back into it here. Down 9. Make it a 2-possession game with a 3. As Taylor, another deep 3. He's got 3 of those tonight. All from way downtown. And it's a 6-point game. Barrett looking to answer. High off the glass. Unfriendly bounce, but the rebound is put back by Johnson. Shot clock is turned off, so the Knights can hold for the final shot here, down 8. Kramer near side for Haskett. Haskett will leave it for Taylor. He's got 3 deep threes. Wouldn't be surprised if he spotted up for another here with under 10 to go. There it is, deep 3 again. Almost had 4, no good. Barrett from half court to beat the horn is short. And that'll do it for a fun first half here from Riverton High. A tight contest in the first quarter was opened up by the Silverwolves. They had a double-digit lead halfway through the second quarter, but the Knights have cut it down to 8. As we get ready for our second half, we'll step aside and be back to bring you the second half in just a little bit, so stay tuned. We got a fun one here tonight. Second round of the 6A state tournament. It's Lone Peak 20 and Riverton 28 here on the Rewind Sports Network, presented by Heinemann & Associates. All right, basketball fans, welcome back. We're just a couple minutes away from the start of our third quarter. Matt Colma joining you here from Riverton High. It's an 8-point lead for the home team after 2 quarters of play. The Silverwolves outscoring the Knights 19 to 10 in that second quarter to jump out to that 8-point lead after trailing 10-9 after the first quarter. Some of the first half stats for you in that first half. Leading scorer tonight so far is Jordan Taylor for Lone Peak, 11 points, 3 of those from downtown, or 3 threes from downtown. Leads the way for the Knights. Tom Kramer with 6 points for Lone Peak as they account for 17 of the 20 points that Lone Peak has scored so far in this one tonight. On the other side, it's been a little bit more balanced for Riverton. Vaughn Johnson leads the way with 9 points. Zach Edwards has 8 to lead the way for Riverton, but Riverton does have 6 different players that have scored in the contest tonight. So before we get underway, a couple of scoreboard updates for you as the rest of the 6A second round games are going on right now. The one that fans watching this stream will be interested in seeing is in the second quarter. The 2-seed Lehigh has a 31-18 lead over number 18 Mountain Ridge. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game in the quarterfinals on Monday. Other scores from the 6A bracket: American Fork with a 21-18 lead over Bingham at the half. Another Corner Canyon 43-24 up comfortably on the Vikings, that one in the second quarter. Copper Hills and Layton up in Davis County. Layton with a 35-28 lead in the second quarter. And then just down the road from here in Harriman, the Mustangs with a 25-8 lead over Skyridge. That one in the second quarter as well. So we get ready to start our third quarter. The teams have switched ends. Lone Peak in the black uniforms moves right to left in the second half. Riverton in the white moves left to right as we're underway with our third quarter. As that one's poked away, and he'll stay with the Knights. See what kind of response Lone Peak has here after Riverton kind of pulled away in that middle part of the second quarter. Look to probably get Chamberlain Burgess involved, as Burgess was held scoreless that entire first half. Here he is with the ball now just inside the three-point line. This shot no good. Rebound Edwards. And it comes back to Riverton. Cross court, Johnson, near side Barrett. Back up top, Allen. Or Everett, or Allred, excuse me. Johnson inside, that pass sold away Haskett, and it's tied up. Third jump ball of the night. And for the third time, the arrow stays with Riverton. So it'll stay Silverwolf ball. As Haskett almost had the steal there. 5 turnovers for Lone Peak in that first half, 2 for Riverton. As the Silverwolves, Barrett met by a double team out near midcourt. Able to get out of it. Now leaves it, Henninger, shot clock down to 4. So Riverton's got to hurry. Barris off the glass to beat the shot clock. Barris with 3 points in that first half, has 2 more as it kicks it out. Taylor for his 4th 3 of the night. That one no good. Belcher gets the board. Give it to Taylor near side. Drives in. Able to get it to Burgess. Still tries to flush it. Can't get it to go, but he's fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. And they'll be on Henninger. That'll be his first. And they'll end up counting the bucket. No, it is just the 2 shots. Referee came over and said that it was a good basket, but had to recorrect it, so it is still 30-20. As Burgess can't get the first free throw to go. Lone Peak was 3 for 3 from the line in that first half. And Burgess can't get either one to go. The lid has been tight for Chamberlain Burgess tonight. He's still looking for his first points. Barrett looks to go inside, lost the handle on it. And timeout called by Riverton. Is Henninger able to lay on the fumble inside the paint? It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here with 6:35 to play here in our third quarter. 30-20, still your score. 2 points by Ben Barris, our only point so far here in our third quarter. Glad you guys could join us for 6A tournament basketball. It's going to be a fun one starting on Mondays. We'll have the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the championship all next week at the Huntsman Center. Dusty Lister and Dane Stewart will have all the action on KSLSports.com and KSL Sports Rewind, so be sure to tune in for that. It'll be a fun week up at the Huntsman. The 5A tournament also up there. You'll see all those games as well right here on KSLSports.com. So we're ready to get back underway. Riverton ball underneath the Lone Peak basket. As they'll get out to Henninger. 18 on the shot clock. That one poked away. Barrett able to stay inside the timeline. Crossover move. Still looking for somewhere to go with it. The shot clock's down to 5. Barrett met by Burgess. Trapped near side. Throws up for Barris. That one no good. And it's a shot clock violation on Riverton. Good defense from Lone Peak. Able to stop the Silverwolf offense. The Knights will come back the other way, looking for their first points of the quarter. 6:08 to play. Around the horn it goes. Kramer up top. Battling with Allred. He's going to leave it for Haskett. Adelane ends up pulling from the elbow. Good decision as he gets the 2 to go. 5 points now for Seth Haskett tonight. As the Knights still try to get back in, it's back to an 8-point game. Far side Barris gives it to Barrett. Kramer on him, looks to drive on him. Floated shot, no good. That's going to be last touch by Haskett. We'll stay on this side as Vaughn Johnson checks in for Henninger with 5:34 to go here in the third quarter. Pass it out Edwards. Near side Johnson. Goes to the leading scorers tonight for Riverton. Barris looks to back down. His man no good. Rebound Burgess. Chamberlain Burgess lost it off his foot. That'll be another turnover for Lone Peak. And Staley will check out for Burgess. 5:21 to go. Still an 8-point game here. Neither team really finding anything offensively so far. Both teams only with 2 points through the first 3 minutes of the game, of the third quarter. Barrett has to pull up the dribble, looking for somewhere to go, lofts it up and gets it to go. Able to scoop it under for the 2. 5 points for him now is Taylor. Leading scorer for either team gets a floated shot to go. His first points of the second half. Back and forth we go. Said neither team has scored much, and both teams just scored on their last 2 possessions. And we get a foul outside. That'll be on Belcher. That'll be his second. And Burgess will check back in. Belcher will check out for Lone Peak. Burgess and Belcher, the only two with 2 fouls for Lone Peak. Edwards and Johnson have 2 fouls each for Riverton. The foul situation so far in this one. As Barrett lost it off of his foot. Ahead comes Staley. Staley pulls up the dribble, kicks it out to Kramer. Kramer looking to ignite this Knights offense as it's kicked out for Staley for a corner 3. That one no good. Rebound. Burgess tried to save it. Stays out of bounds. It'll go back to Riverton. As the threes just haven't fallen for the Knights. The only one with a 3-point tonight is Jackson Taylor. He's got 3 of them. Ooh, almost stolen away by Lone Peak, but Johnson sends it all the way into the cheerleaders. Looks like everybody's okay. And it's a turnover for Riverton, their 5th. Johnson a little too much on that full court pass. It's back to Lone Peak. Taskett pulls up her 3. Off the front iron, no good. Rebound Johnson. And another jump ball. The 4th tonight. This time the arrow stays with Lone Peak. So the Knights will regain the ball with 3:57 to go in our 3rd quarter. Still trailing by 8, 32-24. Taylor looking for the inbound. Nice pass to Kramer. Out it comes Staley, cuts the lane for 2. Mike Staley's first bucket tonight, and it's a 6-point game. Lone Peak stolen away. Burgess weaves through the defense. Kicks it out Staley. Up atop, Kramer, open for 3. Just short. Rebound Taylor. Back up, no good. Burgess able to throw it out for a Riverton player, and it's going to stay with Lone Peak. With 3:29 to go, so Lone Peak showing signs of life here in the 3rd quarter. A little 4-0 run here for Lone Peak. They'll lob it in. Burgess, nice pass inside. Taylor's floated shot, no good. And the referees are going to talk about this one. It looked like it was last touched by Riverton, and it will stay with the Knights. Much to the fans in black to my left. A lot of Knights fans here in attendance tonight, making the trip up from Alpine. As Johnson will check out, Henninger will check in. As it's been a fun one so far here. Knights trying to get back in here. Can cut it to a 3-point game with a 3. And Staley has it poked away. It'll stay with Lone Peak with 28 on the shot clock. 3:18 to play in the quarter. Taylor looks to inbound Burgess. Still looking for his first points tonight. Burgess spins in the lane. Off the glass for 2. First points tonight for Chamberlain Burgess, and it's a 4-point game. The Knights have come back. There's Barrett. Little step back, passes it near side Barris. Riverton needs a response. Driving on Taylor, met by a double team. Throws it up, and that one's going to be almost saved by Taylor. As Barris just had to get rid of the ball, almost went back to Lone Peak, but last touch by the Knights will stay with Riverton with 10 on the shot clock. Number 34 checks in. That's Blake Robbins wearing 34 tonight. Normally wears number 20 for the Silverwolves. There's Robbins over far side. Allred. Silverwolves got to hurry. Robbins shot blocked by Staley. Back comes Staley the other way. 2 points. Timeout Riverton. It's an 8-0 run for the Knights. It's a brand new ball game. 2-point game with 2.5 to play here in the 3rd. 2. They trailed double digits in that 2nd quarter, have rallied all the way back to make it a 2-point game. They outscore Riverton in this quarter so far 10-4. They have got all the momentum right now after that Staley bucket. It's Riverton ball out of the timeout with 2:30 to go. It's been fun to watch the runs from both teams. It was Lone Peak early, and then Riverton took control of the game in that second quarter, and it's been Lone Peak controlling the pace so far here in the third. Barrett met by a double team in the backcourt, able to break it. So he brings it across the timeline with 25 to go on the shot clock. Henninger up top, gives it to Barrett. Riverton looking for an answer to this Lone Peak run. Floated shot, short. Rebound, still loose. Ball still on the deck. And finally stolen away by Lone Peak. Higher side, Kramer. Can tie or take the lead? Kramer can't get it to go. Rebound, Barris. Here comes Riverton. Barris inside, and he's fouled. Let's see if it's a shooting foul or not. Let's see who the foul's on as well. Foul's going to be on number 30. That'll be Jackson Taylor, his first. And it will send Ben Barris to the line. 1 for 2 so far tonight from the charity stripe. He's got 5 points. Gets the first one to go. Barrett will check out. Allred's back in for Riverton. 1:52 to go here in the third. 3-point game. Barrett's trying to make it a 4-point game and does. Barrett's the only Silverwolf to make it to the line tonight so far. It's 3 for 4 from the line. It's a 4-point game. Staley down to Burgess. We're going to drive on Henninger. Met by a double team in the paint. Foot turning around shot short. Rebound comes to Robbins. Now Riverton looking to extend that lead. Allred slows things down. Brings it center. Far side Barris. Up top. Karigi's now over the far side for Barris. Looks to drive inside. Burgess got a piece of that, and a foul is called. And it's going to be on Burgess. That'll be his third. That'll send Barris back to the line, third time tonight. Two shots here for Barris. Lone Peak fans not happy about it, including head coach Robert Ross out near midcourt. Ben Barris gets the first free throw to go. His fourth made free throw of the night as Belcher will check in for Burgess as Burgess picked up his third foul on that one. We've documented Burgess' night, averages 12 points a game. It's held to just 2 so far here tonight as Barris gets both free throws. Henninger checks out. Zach Edwards back in for Riverton as it's now back up to a 6-point lead. Here for Riverton as we reach the final minute of our third quarter. Allred commits the foul near the center stripe. That'll be the second for Allred. That'll be the second on Riverton. Lone Peak with 3 fouls in the quarter. The Knights looking to respond to this 4-0 run from Riverton. Taylor, turnaround 3. Rattles in and out. Ball still loose, and last touch by the Silverwolves. They'll stay with Lone Peak. 44.6 to go in the quarter. 35 seconds back on the shot clock. About a 9-second difference. So they'll give it out to Belcher. Leaves it for Taylor. Taylor to Kramer. Thought about the 3. Now looks to drive inside. High up the glass, kid, it's a go. Kramer with 4 points in the quarter, makes it back to a 4-point game. Riverton can hold for the final shot as Allred goes hard inside, no call either way. The layup was no good. It's back to Lone Peak who can now hold for the final shot. That was a hard collision between Allred and Belcher. Game clock down to 5. Kramer in the lane, spins, blocked. Edwards with a block to beat the horn off the backboard. 3 quarters in the books. And we got a tight one here at Riverton High School. It's a 4-point game heading to the 4th quarter. As the Silverwolves, the 7 seed, have a 4-point lead over the 10 seeded Knights. We'll have the 4th quarter coming for you in just a moment. It's a 4-point lead for Riverton as we head to the 4th. We'll take a break. You're watching Lone Peak Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, presented by Heinemann and Associates. Welcome back, getting ready for what's going to be a great 4th quarter between these two teams. First meeting in 7 years between the Lone Peak Knights and Riverton Silverwolves. A 4-point game heading to the 4th, 36-32 your score. Leading scorers for both teams, Jackson Taylor leads the way with 13. For Lone Peak, Johnson still has the most for Riverton with 9, as Lone Peak outscores Riverton 12-8 in that low-scoring 3rd quarter. And they'll start out, Riverton will start out with the ball to start quarter number 4. Who's going to move on to the quarterfinals in a date with either Lehigh or Mountain Ridge? Pass up top. Ferris now gets a screen from Johnson. Met by Burgess, far side, able to get around it, kicks it out. Back up top, Allred. Reset shot clock, 12 seconds to go. Inside, near side 3 is too strong, and rebound comes to Burgess. Kramer looks to drive inside, and a quick foul. It's called, that'll be on Karikas. That'll be his second here tonight. First foul for Riverton in the 4th. And it'll be a new shot clock here for Lone Peak underneath the net. Nice pass inside. Kramer gets another 2. He's up to 10 now for Lone Peak. And it's back to a 2-point game. Far side, Edwards leaves it for Allred. Now up top for Robbins. Near side, Karikas just inside and gets it to go. 4 points for Karikas tonight. If they answer Taylor, another deep 3. That one no good. Rebounded by Staley though. Able to kick it out. Burgess mid-range jumper. That one just short. Rebound to the Silverwolves. Near side, Barris. Taylor on defense. Kicks it out, Edwards. Near side, Karikas. Thought about the 3, turns it over. Near side, Haskett. Drives inside, foul, good! He gets it to go! What a circus shot by Seth Haskett. Not only does it tie the game, he gets the foul to make it potentially the first lead for Lone Peak since the early 2nd quarter. What a shot from Haskett. Free throws up and good. 3-point play cuts the lead down to 1. Excuse me, it was a 4-point game. As Riverton running out of time on the near side is, we're going to get a foul called right before the backcourt violation. And it's going to be on Burgess, his 4th. Barrett was having trouble getting it over the timeline, and it's right at the last second of the time when the backcourt violation. So it is a foul on Burgess. First for Lone Peak, 4th. Now on Burgess tonight. And it's a 1-point game coming up on 6 minutes to go. Edwards gives it up, Barrett. Gets a screen. He'll pull up for three. A little short. Rebound. Last touch by Riverton. It'll go back to Lone Peak. 5:49 to go in this contest. 38-37 your score. It's loud in here at Riverton. As Kramer thought about the three. Burgess can't control it. Who was that last touch by? That was by Lone Peak. So it'll go back to Riverton with 5:36 to play. Still a 1-point game. And it's Riverton inbounds. Barrett gets a screen. That near side by Staley. Able to get rid of it, gets it to Edwards. Back to Barrett. Leaves it Barris for three. First three of the night for Ben Barris. And it's a 4-point game. And a foul is called on the other end. It'll be on Barris, his first. Third for Riverton, though, here in the quarter. So one more, and then Lone Peak will shoot free throws the rest of the night. Lone Peak still with only one foul here in the fourth quarter. So we come up on 5 minutes to play. 4-point game. Kramer to Taylor. Back to Kramer. 20 on the shot clock. Kramer spins, kicks it out Staley. Drives baseline, and a blocking foul. Called on Allred. That'll send Ike Staley to the line. That'll be the third on Allred tonight. Lone Peak 4 for 5 from the line tonight. This will be Ike Staley's first free throw attempts. First free throw's up and good. Makes it a 3-point game. 41-38. Both teams shooting the ball pretty well from the free throw line tonight. Both teams now 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Make it 6 of 7 for Lone Peak. As Ike Staley up to 6 points now. Makes it a 2-point game here. Now Riverton's chance to answer. Hand off to Barris. Met by a double team, and there's a foul on Staley. That'll be Staley's first, second on Lone Peak here in the quarter. It'll be a side out for Riverton. 4:40 to go. And down to crunch time between these two teams. I mentioned the first meeting in 7 years between these two schools. Used to be region rivals back in the day. As Paris fouled on the three-point shot. And that might be, they're going to call it on Staley, or Haskett, excuse me. Thought it might be on Burgess. But it is on Haskett. That'll be his second. And 3 free throws here for Barris. He's 5 of 6 from the line. He's the only Riverton Silverwolf to be at the free throw line. Make it 6 of 7. He's the only one that's shot free throws tonight for Riverton. It's been pretty efficient at the line. See, he just made it a 3-point game. This to make it a 4-point game. Gets the friendly roll. So he'll get one more on the 3-point foul shot opportunity. This to push it to 5. And can't get the third one to go. It stays a 4-point game. As a turnover near side as Allred tried to save that ball, slides into his own bench. Good effort for the sophomore. Or excuse me, the senior. The other Allred, Cohen Allred's a sophomore. As the Knights break the timeline, Haskett to Burgess, tries to bustle his way through and it's stolen away. Silverwolves slow it down as we come up on 4 minutes to go. 4-point game. Barrett pulls up the dribble, looks for Edwards, almost had it stolen away, able to dodge the steal. Inside, Burgess got a piece of it. Ball still loose. Johnson is, we'll see what the foul's on here. It'll be on Lone Peak. It'll be on Kramer. That'll be his second. Referee pointed the other direction, so I didn't know if it was an offensive foul or not, but it'll stay with Riverton. That'll be the fourth team foul for Lone Peak, so both teams now in the bonus the rest of the way. That was the second on Kramer. Lone Peak, or Riverton gets a new shot clock. The clock ticks under 3:45 and counting. Barris looks to drive, inside, swatted by Burgess. A heavy block on the far side. Near side, Haskett open, connects. Seth Haskett able to cut it to a one-point game. Barrett lost it for a moment, and Kramer will pick up the foul. Or no, excuse me, Staley will pick up the foul. That'll be the second on Staley, and that'll send Barrett to the line to shoot free throws. First time for him tonight. Evan Barrett, 5 points for the Silverwolves tonight. First free throw, doesn't get the bounce. And a timeout called by Lone Peak. We'll take the timeout as well. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be a fun one down the stretch. 3:18 to play. Riverton with a 1-point lead. Tonight's contest, winner moves on to the quarterfinals for a date with either Lehigh or Mountain Ridge. So we'll reset the scene for you guys here. It's been a fun one between these two teams. Lone Peak led by 1 after the first quarter. Riverton controlled the entire second quarter, though, and had an 8-point lead at the half. The Knights able to cut into the lead and make it a 4-point game after the third, and it's a 1-point game with 3:18 to play. Both teams are in the bonus the rest of the way. Evan Barrett still has 1 free throw to go here to try and make it a 2-point game. Chamberlain Burgess, the only one in foul trouble for either side. He's got 4 fouls. Caden Allred has 3. That's the most for any player for Riverton. Barrett spins the ball, gets the free throw to go. That makes it a 2-point game, 3:15 and counting. One of these teams trying to extend their season to Monday. Jackson Taylor turnaround 3. And Lone Peak takes its first lead since the second quarter. 4th 3 of the night for Jackson Taylor. As he's got 16 to lead the way for Lone Peak. Stolen away by Staley. Comes on Edwards. Free throw no good. Burgess. And an offensive foul called on Burgess. It's his 5th. And he's out. Chamberlain Burgess, one of the leading scorers for this Lone Peak squad, falls out with 2:43 to play. Finishes the night with just 2 points. And it's free throws for Vaughn Johnson on the other side. As Riverton can retake the lead here with 2:43 to play. It looked like Burgess was going to get the offensive board and put it back in, but he commits the offensive foul as Johnson gets the first to go. They're going to put Riverton back in front. Gets both to go. 2 big free throws for Vaughn Johnson has Riverton back in front by 1. Kramer, far side Staley gets it back. Now Taylor, turn 3. Look for his 5th tonight, didn't get it. Ripped away by Edwards. Silverwolves the other way. Pass inside, Johnson, fouled. Foul will be on Staley, his 3rd. And Johnson goes back to the line. This place is electric right now. Both fan bases showed up in spades tonight for this one. The final home site games of the season across the Wasatch Front. As Johnson gets the free throw to go. He's 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Quarterfinals are up next at the Huntsman Center on Monday. As Johnson gets both to go. He's 4 for 4 from the line. Riverton 12 of 15 from the line tonight. It's back to a 3-point lead for Riverton. Kramer looks to drive. Brings it back out as the clock approaches 2 minutes to play. Kramer splits the lane for 2. 12 points now for Tom Kramer tonight, and it's back to a 1-point game. Riverton looking to answer. Barris up top. 20 on the shot clock, 1:45 on the game clock. Near side Barrett. Shot clock approaching 10. Barrett looks to drive, throws one up behind the back, no good. Rebound Staley. 1:30 to play, 1-point game. Kramer thought about it, gives it to Staley near side. Looks to drive, met by a double team, and a foul is called on Riverton. It'll be on Edwards, his third. And Ike Staley will go back to the line. He's 2 for 2 tonight. 1:21 to go. Ike Staley to the line. First free throw, too strong. Lone Peak now 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Missed to tie the game at 48. Missed both of them. And Edwards with the board. Silverwolves now with the ball. 1:10 to play. Barris looking to drive. Inside, no good. Rebound to Staley. We're down to the final minute. Lone Peak down by 1. Kramer thought about the shot. Drives inside. Lone Peak leads. Timeout for Riverton. Tom Kramer cuts the lane and gives Lone Peak the lead with 45 seconds to play. We'll take a quick break and bring right back here on KSL Sports Rewind. 45.3 on the clock. It is Riverton ball out of this timeout. They'll get it in the front court. As there's 15-second difference between the shot and game clock. So we'll see if Riverton elects to go for a 2-for-1 here. Down by 1. See what happens. Both teams are in the bonus. You see them talking over final preparations here. Riverton 12 of 15 from the free throw line tonight. Lone Peak is 6 of 9. As it's been a fun one, it's going to be a fun last minute here. One team's going to move on to the quarterfinals. The other one will head home for the season. Mentioned Lone Peak made it to the semis a season ago. Riverton looking for their first quarterfinal berth since 2019. Inbound to Barris. Stops at the elbow, gives it to Allred. Pulls up for a 3! Caden Allred gives the Silverwolves a 2-point lead. Shot clock is off. Knights down 2. Staley drives inside. Too strong. Belcher. No good. Ball still loose. And it hits the line, and it'll be Riverton ball. .4 to go. And a timeout called by the Knights. We'll keep it here. as Riverton got a big three-point shot to push it to a 2-point lead with 17.4 to go. The Knights will have to foul out of the timeout. No one else in immediate foul danger for Lone Peak tonight. Ike Staley, the only one with 3 fouls that's left on the floor. Allred and Edwards, the only one with 3 fouls for Riverton. That's Caden Allred, the senior, getting it done in one of the clutchest moments you can ask for, putting his team up by 2 in the final minute. It's been a fun one so far. Both teams have put it all on the line tonight. And we're not done. Still 17 seconds to go. It's a 2-point game. The Knights can still try and go for the trap if they elect to. So it'll be Edwards to inbound. Near side Barrett breaks the trap, pushing ahead. Johnson kicks it out and a foul is called. Below the hoop, we'll see who's on. It's going to be on number 12. That is Stockton Knight. His first tonight, and his first appearance tonight. And that'll send Vaughn Johnson to the line. He's 4 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. That makes it a 3-point game. The next one will make it a 2-possession game. Both teams with only 1 timeout left. With 12.3 on the clock. Second free throw is good. Here, 4-point game. Kramer pulls up for 3. Too strong. Ball loose. Picked up by Edwards and he's fouled. And the Silverwolves can taste it. 4.6 seconds away from the quarterfinals. They'll go and shoot free throws. It'll be Edwards at the line, first time tonight. Zach Edwards, 8 points tonight. First free throw is good. That makes it a 5-point game. This will make it a 6-point game. He gets both to go. 10 points for Edwards. As the horn sounds, the students storm the court. It's the first win over Lone Peak in 7 years. And the first quarterfinal berth in 5 years. The Riverton Silverwolves are heading to the quarterfinals. So Riverton gets it done. The big 3 from Caden Allred, the difference in this one, and free throws down the stretch. Punch the Silverwolves ticket to the Huntsman Center on Monday. A great season for Lone Peak ends in the second round. Their season ends at 11-12. Riverton will move on to the quarterfinals, where they await the Lehigh Pioneers, the 2 seed in the 6A bracket. A 64-49 win over Mountain Ridge tonight, so it'll be Lehigh and Riverton in the next round. It'll be a fun one at the Huntsman Center. That game at 12:50 on Monday afternoon. It'll be a fun one. We'll have it here for you live on KSLSports.com. Dane Stewart and Dusty Lister will be on the call as we get ready for a run to the final next week. It's been a fun one to call here from Riverton High. Leading scorers tonight for both teams. Tom Kramer leads the way with 14 for Lone Peak. Jackson Taylor also with 16 points for Lone Peak. On the other side, Vaughn Johnson, 15 points. Ben Barris, 7 made free throws. Now at the line, give him 14 on the night for Riverton. And Zach Edwards with 10 points. All the leading scorers for Riverton. So the Silverwolves move on to the quarterfinals. They'll take on Lehigh for a spot in the semis. And we'll have it for you here on KSLSports.com. That's going to do it for us here tonight. We want to thank each and every one of you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. Be sure to stick around for the quarterfinals on Monday. We'll have all the action from the 6A and 5A tournaments from the Huntsman Center right here on KSLSports.com. That's going to do it for us. For Matt Coma and the rest of the crew here tonight, I want to thank you for joining us. Your final score, it's the Riverton Silverwolves 55 and the Lone Peak Knights 49. As Riverton moves on to the quarterfinals. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday for the quarterfinals.